Yemen sits at one of the most strategic locations on Earth, right where the Red Sea meets the Gulf of Aden. A strategic gateway to the Suez Canal. Despite its prime location, controlling one of the world's most important shipping routes, it is the poorest country in the entire Arabian Peninsula. We're talking about over 70% of the population living below the poverty line, with an average income of less than $600 per year. That's lower than Cambodia and Laos. Inadequate sanitation and deteriorating infrastructure make everyday life even more difficult. Streets are piled with waste, clean water is limited, transportation networks are barely functioning, and millions either live in tribal areas or have been forced to leave their homes. Meanwhile, food prices have surged as a result of the Russia-Ukraine conflict's effects. People literally don't have money for food, but somehow they always find cash for something else entirely, something that has the entire population completely addicted. There's a magical leaf called khat that has created a nationwide addiction unlike anything you've ever seen. Up to 90% of men and 30% of women in Yemen chew this leaf daily. Not occasionally, not on weekends, but every single day. They chew it while walking, sitting, chatting, driving, and working. They even have special rooms in their houses called mafraj, designed specifically for chewing sessions. Yemenis spend up to $800 per month per person on khat. Let me repeat that, $800 per month on leaves, which is more than they spend on food and all other living expenses combined. The leaf contains a substance similar to amphetamine, creating a feeling like you've consumed dozens of strong coffees. But wait, it gets even more insane. Khat cultivation accounts for 30% of Yemen's entire economy. Every year, 12% of the country's farmland gets converted from growing wheat and vegetables to growing khat instead. So while people are starving, they're literally choosing to grow an addictive stimulant over food. This is a country where priorities have been completely turned upside down by a plant. What do you think about this, my friends? If you lived in Yemen, do you think you'd be able to resist the temptation of this magical leaf? Comment yes if you think you could stay away from it, or no if you're not so sure. But could anything be stranger than making money from selling an animal's urine? The next incredible yet real story is about to be uncovered. People in Yemen genuinely believe that the urine of female camels, especially virgin ones, has miraculous healing properties. They claim it purifies the body, benefits the liver, promotes hair growth, and beautifies skin. Local hair salons actually import camel urine to mix with essential oils, marketing it as a traditional miracle cure for strong hair and radiant skin. The demand has become so intense that it's fueled an entire camel farming industry focused on urine production. Farmers feed their animals massive amounts of liquid to maximize urine output and profits. Here's where this story becomes absolutely hilarious. A pharmacy in Saudi Arabia was shut down when authorities discovered that the camel urine in their bottles was actually from the salesperson himself. He confessed it was his own urine. So now we have artificial camel urine made from human urine being sold as a health product. It seems like anything can be fake these days. Hey there, my little friend. If this video made you say, "Wait, what?" even once, go ahead and share this video with your friends. And if you're watching on your phone, don't just stop at the like button, tap the hype button right below. It really helps me earn a bit of extra income, and we promise to keep bringing you exciting content. The cultural customs in Yemen operate on a completely different planet from Western society. If you're a man visiting Yemen, you must never, under any circumstances, initiate conversation with, stare at, or attempt to shake hands with women in public. Even gestures considered polite elsewhere, like handing something over or paying for something, must be directed through a male relative. Breaking these rules isn't just impolite, it can be seen as an offense to family honor with serious consequences. But here's something that catches every Western visitor off guard. When a Yemeni person invites you to eat or drink, you must never accept immediately. Their culture requires that you decline several times before eventually agreeing. If you accept too quickly or show excitement, you'll come across as greedy and lacking social grace. Similarly, when bringing gifts, host will initially refuse them multiple times as part of polite ritual. And here's a cultural taboo that has shocked many travelers. Never use your left hand to give or receive anything. In Yemen, the left hand is reserved strictly for personal hygiene. Offering a business card, gift, or even bread with your left hand is considered highly disrespectful. That's quite a culture shock, isn't it? Now I'm curious, if you visited Yemen, do you think you could remember all these rules? Let us know in the comments. In Yemen, Islamic law allows men to have up to 4 wives simultaneously. However, the current economic crisis makes it nearly impossible for most men to financially support multiple households. Religious law also requires husbands to treat all wives equally in affection, living conditions, and financial support, which is extremely difficult to maintain. While polygamy remains legally accepted, younger urban Yemenis are increasingly embracing monogamous relationships influenced by modern education and global media. So if men can have multiple wives, what about women? As in most Islamic nations, women in Yemen are not allowed to have more than one husband. Sharia law strictly prohibits it. This stems from long-standing customs in Yemeni culture, where patriarchy is firmly established and men still control most of the authority and family decisions. The situation for women in Yemen is heartbreaking and shocking to anyone from the Western world. Women live under tight restrictions and have almost no voice in society. They are rarely seen in public and are largely confined to their homes. They cannot drive or work and must be accompanied by a male guardian whenever they go outside. This makes it extremely difficult for foreign men to interact with Yemeni women in public spaces. Early marriage remains a widespread issue, especially in impoverished areas. Many families marry off daughters at very young ages, sometimes in early adolescence or younger, as a way to ease financial burdens. Arranged marriages are extremely common, and at weddings, men and women are completely separated. In some cases, grooms don't even know who their bride is until after the wedding ceremony, making the first meeting a suspenseful surprise. Perhaps most heartbreaking of all, many Yemeni women are subjected to female part removal at birth, a traditional practice that causes severe health complications and constitutes a serious human rights violation. Now here's something that will completely blow your mind about daily life in Yemen. If you think carrying a gun makes you a criminal, you've clearly never been to Yemen, where a man feels incomplete without his dagger, and young people can outshoot most adults. Every traditional Yemeni man carries a curved dagger called a jambia. This isn't just any knife. It has a curved blade with a hilt made from rhinoceros horn or silver, worn prominently at the front of the waist like a high-fashion belt. This culture has existed for over 2,000 years, symbolizing a man's maturity, strength, and honor. The rarest daggers have a 120-degree curved blade and are so valuable that only nobility can wear them. There's even a strict rule: you must never draw another person's dagger under any circumstances. But daggers are just the beginning. Guns are the ultimate status symbol in Yemen. The average man owns 8 to 10 firearms, and we're talking high-quality weapons: Russian AK-47s, revolvers, and even anti-tank weapons. At the Jahana market in the capital Sana'a, weapons are displayed and sold like fruit at a grocery store. Since the civil wars began, people hold on to their guns as valuable assets, not to shoot each other, but to assert their social status. Get this, Yemen now has over 60 million firearms among its population. That averages to about 2 guns per adult, making it one of the highest rates in the entire world. Here's the truly bizarre part. Nearly 50% of Yemenis claim their life is completely safe. They don't feel insecure at all. Disputes are resolved according to ancient tribal law rather than through violence. Let me take you to one of the most stunning sights you'll ever see. Sana'a, Yemen's capital, sits over 2,300 meters above sea level, making it one of the highest capital cities in the world, and one of the oldest continuously inhabited cities on Earth. What will absolutely stun you about Sana'a is its architecture. Picture over 6,000 multi-story buildings, some rising up to 9 floors, all built entirely by hand, using nothing but mud bricks. No concrete, no steel, just baked earth. These dark reddish-brown walls are decorated with intricate white gypsum patterns and stained glass windows, creating a breathtaking vertical maze that looks like it was pulled straight from an Arabian fairy tale. In 1986, UNESCO recognized the old city of Sana'a as a World Heritage Site. But since the conflict escalated, it's been placed on the list of World Heritage in danger. Many thousand-year-old structures have been damaged by bombings. Without urgent preservation efforts, this priceless cultural treasure may soon exist only in photographs and memories. About 99% of Yemen's population is Muslim, creating a society where religion shapes every aspect of daily life. The country is divided between Shia Islam in the north and Sunni Islam in the south, but both groups share the same daily rhythm. A day in Yemen begins and ends with the echoing call to prayer from mosque minarets. Yemenis pray 5 times a day, no matter where they are or what they're doing. Whether selling goods, driving, or relaxing at a cafe, when prayer time comes, they lay out their mats and turn toward Mecca to worship. Prayer creates a shared rhythm of life for the entire community. During Ramadan, the holiest month in Islam, the entire country switches into what I call night mode. By day, people refrain from eating, drinking, and even smoking. Streets become quiet and still. But once night falls, energy returns as markets come alive with laughter, conversation, and warm communal meals to break the fast. Among Yemen's nomadic Bedouin tribes who still survive in the scorching desert, their traditional greeting isn't a handshake or hug, it's touching noses. When 2 men meet, usually relatives or tribe members, they approach each other and gently press the bridges of their noses together, sometimes repeating the gesture 2 or 3 times with quiet gazes. This isn't just social formality, it's a symbol of honor, trust, and blood bonds. For Bedouins, the bridge of the nose represents self-respect. Touching noses means I trust you with my very breath. It's one of the most intimate and meaningful greetings anywhere in the world. Camels hold sacred importance for these tribes. They're called Ata'Allah, meaning gift of God, and are cared for as meticulously as children. They provide transportation, milk, and income for buying clothes and food. The Bedouin diet centers on dates, milk, rice, and bread. On special occasions, meat is added. Fish is only eaten by coastal dwellers since it's impossible to find in the desert. Cooking happens over open fires outdoors. Food is served in large communal bowls, and everyone sits on the ground eating with their hands. Coffee is brewed in large pots afterward for everyone to share. Visiting Yemen requires navigating obstacles that sound like something from a spy movie. Obtaining a visa requires passing medical tests for HIV and hepatitis. Direct flights are virtually non-existent, forcing you to fly to neighboring Oman first. From the eastern Omani city of Salalah, you drive roughly 33 kilometers, on a journey taking around 2 hours through deserted narrow roads with occasional wandering camels. At the Yemen border, Somali soldiers stop and interrogate you, warning about regional dangers. However, after brief questioning, entering becomes relatively easy since the border is barely guarded. The northern border with Saudi Arabia is impossible to cross since key cities like Sana'a are in conflict zones. The eastern border with Oman remains the only feasible entry, though it requires press credentials and special organizational access. When you first enter Yemen through eastern borders, the initial sight that captures attention is how incredibly worn out and dilapidated everything appears. You occasionally encounter people standing or walking by roadsides, and the overall atmosphere gives the impression you've discovered a new world on another planet. Gloomy gray overcast skies blend seamlessly with pale, muted blue ocean colors, and you travel on reddish, clay-like soil right beside the water. It truly feels like it's not 2024 here. You're living in a completely different time period. Taking a closer look at the neglected shore, you see many small pits scattered across the sand. Yemenis have stayed away from these once popular beaches for so long that they've become havens for marine wildlife. Crabs have industriously dug numerous holes and made these pits their new homes. Unfortunately, some marine creatures less fortunate than resilient crabs have washed ashore, already perished and lying lifeless on the sand. Although Yemen is often linked to political instability and war, the nation conceals natural and architectural wonders that leave every visitor in awe. The most remarkable of them all is Socotra Island, often called an alien world in the middle of the sea. Set apart in the Indian Ocean, Socotra possesses a one-of-a-kind ecosystem where more than 30% of its plant life cannot be found anywhere else on Earth. Among these is the famous dragon's blood tree, shaped like an upside-down mushroom with red sap that resembles blood, mysterious and ancient as if drawn from a legend. Besides its natural marvels, Socotra is also home to Kalancia Beach, often referred to as Yemen's hidden treasure. With soft white sands, clear turquoise water, and untouched surroundings, it remains one of the most breathtakingly pure places in the region. Away from the coast, deep in the dry Hadramaut Desert, lies the ancient city of Shibam, astonishing travelers with its tall mud brick towers built during the 16th century. These structures, standing 5 to 11 stories high and clustered tightly together on the desert plain, have earned Shibam the name Manhattan of the Desert. It is recognized as the world's earliest example of vertical city design, an extraordinary achievement for a civilization that thrived in such a harsh environment. As a UNESCO World Heritage Site, Shibam reveals the meeting point between human ingenuity and the challenges of nature. For those drawn to places that merge history with striking scenery, Sira Fortress in the coastal city of Aden is an ideal destination. Standing high on a rocky hill, this fortress once guarded the city for centuries. From its summit, one can look out over the deep blue waters of the Gulf of Aden, the ancient streets below, and envision Yemen's once vital place in global sea trade. One of the most special times in Yemen is Eid al-Fitr, marking the end of Ramadan. After a month of fasting, Yemenis celebrate with lavish meals, joyful laughter echoing through narrow alleyways, and brand new clothes worn with pride. Children run excitedly through streets clutching sweets and money envelopes, while adults visit relatives wishing each other peace and blessings. Eid al-Adha, the festival of sacrifice, holds equal significance. Families traditionally slaughter sheep or goats, dividing meat into 3 portions: one for family, one for neighbors, one for those in need. It's not just religious ritual, but a powerful expression of deep-rooted sharing and compassion in Yemeni society. Traditional Yemeni weddings last several days, filled with folk music, traditional dances, and endless feasts continuing well into the night. Guests include family, friends, neighbors, villagers, and sometimes even travelers from afar. Despite all hardships, Yemenis are known for hospitality, curiosity, and sincerity. They willingly share food and invite guests into homes. If invited to a local family meal, you'll see them eating on floors with dishes like Koob's flatbread and Salta hearty stew. They don't hesitate offering what little they have. Another unique trait is their view on age and material things. Most Yemenis don't know exact ages or birth dates and don't celebrate birthdays. When asked about age, many simply respond, "I don't know," or "I'm about your age." This shows they don't place importance on numbers or personal milestones that Westerners often care about. Yet Yemenis have never lost hope in their country. They still believe Yemen will overcome difficulties and become better. They continue hoping for brighter futures and remain willing to share what little they have with foreigners. These 15 shocking facts reveal a society operating by completely different rules than anywhere else on Earth. From a nationwide addiction to stimulant leaves that cost more than food, to thriving businesses selling camel urine as miracle cures, to ancient architectural marvels built entirely from mud rising 9 stories high, Yemen challenges everything we think we know about how societies function. What strikes me most isn't the bizarre customs or shocking economic realities, but the incredible resilience of people who maintain hope, hospitality, and human dignity despite facing unimaginable challenges. Yemen reminds us that human adaptability knows no bounds, and that even in the most difficult circumstances, people find ways to preserve their culture, maintain their traditions, and welcome strangers with open hearts. Which of these facts shocked you the most? Have you ever encountered cultural practices that are different from your own experience? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I read every single one and love hearing your perspectives on these incredible human stories. And don't forget to hit subscribe, turn on notifications bell so we can see you again in our next video. Thanks so much for hanging out with us today. I hope you enjoyed it. Your support truly means the world. Wishing you the best of luck.